Good evening, everybody. Glad you made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for tonight's main event. Scheduled for 12 rounds in the welterweight division between Julio CéSAR CHáVEZ and Miguel COTTO.
Julio CéSAR CHáVEZ. His adversary, his professional record consists of 35 wins, 28 knockouts, and 2 defeats. Coming out of Caguas, Miguel COTTO.
All right, gentlemen. Protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch them up.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, and round one is underway. He brings an uppercut that really does damage this. Both men digging in with uppercuts. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Good-looking uppercut that time. Going up against COTTO tonight is an opponent who absolutely can bring the power.
Yeah, but world champions are not made of just power punches. COTTO wants to show that he can do more than just punch.
Left hand for Julio CéSAR CHáVEZ. That was a miss by Julio CéSAR CHáVEZ. Good defensive skill with the block by Miguel COTTO. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Miguel COTTO. Look at this, another power punch able to land. We're early on in this fight, he's going for it.
Yeah, you wonder if he's got a car waiting outside.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. And he ties up on the inside. Right on the mark with the hook up top. Miguel COTTO's getting back to basics, a good solid jab. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Quick snapping hook, and it does damage. Red hot action to open up this fight. Both men throwing, both men landing.
It's been a long time since I've seen something like this. I think it's in a film like everything. Watching it hammer and Hank. Great Henry Armstrong. Never took a step backwards, kept going forward.
And yet another right hand lands. Took a shot, now he gives a left. COTTO's jab can do so much there. He used it well that time. Effective work with that flush overhand right. Round comes to an end here. An enjoyable night sitting ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. A lot better than our day we spent at the horse track the other day where we couldn't get any winners, at least I couldn't. But we were talking about the fact that so many parallels to be made between boxing and light boxing and all these other sports we enjoy, like horse racing, and being well-conditioned and working your way up to this one singular moment.
Yeah, well, the trainer obviously has to get the athlete. In this case, the athlete happens to be over 1,000 pounds, and that's a horse. You know, at peak condition, he has to look at the calendar just like a trainer does with a fighter. Know when the race is, know when the fight is, and not get used up out on the track or used up, of course, in the gym.
Good counter punch. pulls the trigger on the hook after that block. That was a left hand that came raining in on him. He does not look good right now. Expect him to clinch. Gets rid of that body shot. Solid left hand to the head. Good combination to the body. Nice hook by Julio CéSAR CHáVEZ. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Solid right by Julio CéSAR CHáVEZ. COTTO's opponent knows exactly what the game plan could be now. That counter punch landed with some success. Hard charging with that right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. CHáVEZ is showing us some improvement here offensively. I mean, you can see that he really worked hard in training camp of bringing a varied offense.
You know, that's a good point, Joe. You know what's working for him, really, is that his opponents thought that he was going to see the same thing that he had seen in the past. Now this change here is catching his opponent by surprise.
And he engages in the clinch. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by CHáVEZ. Targeting that midsection now with the combo. Blocking a score. And now he scores with that left to the body. 10 seconds to go in this round. Cuts across with a hook up top. End of the round. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and the punch stats that you see will show you all you need to know there. He was the busier man, thus he's winning.
He is the busier man, but you know what it doesn't show you is the impact of the punch, and that's very important. His opponent started to land some heavier shots as the round ended.
Parries that punch intended for the head. A solid uppercut by Miguel COTTO. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by CHáVEZ.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use G's. He used distance.
A big hook to the head by CHáVEZ. He digs in with a left hand to the body. Come on, kid, focus. Right to the head with that right. CHáVEZ is lacking any control right now. I still think he's not fully recouped from being hurt earlier, yet he's on an offensive assault.
Yeah, this is not confidence, but this is desperation.
They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. CHáVEZ is left now getting into the mix. Teddy, you gotta like this because he's using that jab the way you like him to.
Especially when you're being aggressive. You walk in, you want to walk in where the guy can't see you coming. That jab blinds your opponent.
Non-stop energy from both guys in this round. The final minute is here. He clinches when he gets to the inside. Digging in with a left to the gut. Scores big with the hook to the head. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by CHáVEZ. CHáVEZ's combination punching is working well here. back at him with the left hand. Crashes home with the uppercut. So as we start round 4, we reflect on the first 3, looking at Teddy's scorecard. CHáVEZ has earned good marks, taking all 3 rounds.
Yeah, not eventful some of the rounds. Not a lot to separate the two guys. But I think that his jab has carried the day.
See him trying to cut down that tree with a well-placed right hand. CHáVEZ's ability to properly throw and land his combinations has been stunning. Teddy, why is he so successful?
Because you just said it, he's putting them together. You know, 1 or 2 wouldn't land, but he's handcuffing the guy. And the first 2 punches, they set up the 3rd and 4th.
Miguel COTTO with a big right hand. Miguel COTTO stunned and he is hurt. So he gets to COTTO there and Miguel ties up.
You knew this moment was coming one day because there's been question marks about the chin of COTTO. Now you're going to find out whether or not he can survive the storm.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Opened up, and he was taken down. Good power shot from his opponent. Remember, there have been many instances in the career of Miguel COTTO when he's been tested this way. And here he is, getting up after being knocked down. But he gave some back with the right hand. CHáVEZ is easily winning this fight just based on his hand and foot speed. He's getting in and out with ease.
And what his opponent needs to do is control range so he gets it down to where his opponent is shadow boxing. Yeah, he's got fast hands, but it doesn't matter if you're not standing in front of him to use them. Right now, he's standing in the wrong place.
Up top with a left. Nice strike after catching one by CHáVEZ. Solid hook upstairs. This round is in the books, and it looks like the gas tank on this fighter may be heading towards empty here. What is this, a case of guys just not putting in the road work and the conditioning prior to a fight?
No, you got to figure he came in. His weight was good. Scales don't lie. We looked at the weight. He came in pretty good position. I think what it is now he's starting to get broken down a little bit, physically and mentally. The other guy is starting to impose himself on him.
A little something of his own. Blocks a shot, brings back the uppercut. CHáVEZ is getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Miguel COTTO's thinking right now that he's doing a good job defensively, but it's really not the case, Teddy. Every so often, you will see a punch split that guard.
Yeah, he's just standing there. First of all, the gloves, he needs to extend them just a little bit away, so as you said, those punches, you know, aren't going to force their way through to the target, which they're doing right now. They're getting down to him. They're getting through to him.
Good flush 1-2 jab and a straight hand by Miguel COTTO. Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by Miguel COTTO. And he just just turns that hook up top, and it does damage. Halfway into round number 5 here. CHáVEZ has landed a good, solid combination. Good job with the left hand. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Miguel COTTO.
Vamos a refrescarlo, vamos a hablar.
Oh, and they decide to trade there. CHáVEZ is giving his opponent fits right here. His head movement is making for such an elusive target.
Yes, it is. Now the opponent has to make an adjustment. He has to realize that he's finding air more than he's finding any surface up top. So go downstairs to the place that's not moving, down to the body. That is starting to take away some of that head movement.
And a big uppercut from CHáVEZ. 10 seconds remaining in this round. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. The start of the 6th round. Miguel COTTO's corner was giving him a lot of encouragement after that last round. He clearly won that last round, and they know now this is a chance to get back in this fight.
Yeah, they were just in the storm. You know, they were out in the boat in the storm. There was a lot of waves coming. You know,
solid. And once again, he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again? Miguel COTTO's unable to continue. This fight is over. Knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout, your winner, CéSAR.
That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
and that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him, step it up a little bit, because he knew this was possible, and they got it.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.